The good thing about it being starting to thaw up here is that it's starting to thaw. It's a good thing. It's finally getting warm during the day. We've had 40s the past 2 or 3 days. It's been actually really nice. Very fortunate. But the problem with melting the snow in the day is that it still freezes at night when it gets below freezing, 20, 10, 16. I think our days of below zero are done. Long stretches for a week or so are done. I think our major snow for the year is done. Snow for the season is done. I think we're headed up into spring. If you can see what my Ruckus is doing, that's why it's hard right now. The top is all crusty ice from the melting snow. Had a chance to freeze overnight. But underneath is not frozen. It's still regular snow. So I'll show you on the way back. Not every footstep hits ice. If you have bad knees, this is not a good time to be walking. But the dogs are, I don't know why they got something underneath there. So once we get, I don't know, a week would be awesome. Freezing temps, because that will put a big thick ice layer on top of all this. So those of us that are over 70, 80 pounds can walk on here without having to get through all the way to the bottom. But like I said, it's turning the corner. Turning into winter into springtime. It is February 25th. It is 8 o'clock in the morning, third Wednesday. Day by day, we're getting a little bit better out of our cold. It was in my lungs. It's still in my lungs, but not as bad as it was yesterday. It's still under the weather, tired. And generally just feel like a pain in the ass. I don't like being sick. But that's part of the deal when you work with people that have kids. They bring home. They bring to work everything they have at their house. Even the sickness. Get down with the sickness. Wow. Yesterday we sounded like a garbage disposal trying to talk. That was kind of not good. But that's hopefully getting better. I feel like my voice is getting better. See, he's still, every once in a while his leg goes through the snow. Yeah, just like that. It's not easy walking. That's why we're always looking for the lowest part of the property. It's out here. This is state land up until the rise up there. That becomes private property. But actually, this is all Pilston public school property. For what? I don't know. Maybe future purposes, because the Pilston schools are just over that hill there. So they could make this into a track or all kinds of stuff. But the real surprising thing we found about this is that there's only been a sled down here since, the last snow was last week. And there's only been, I say one. There's been a couple. But I'm surprised this isn't more of this is a great spot. You got a half mile straight away. Got a half mile. Nobody really bothered you. You got a couple offshoots that go up in the woods. Back there. Right now, Raj, I am in Emmett County, Michigan. You look at the state of Michigan, I am at the very tip top of the finger. We are an hour and a half away from the southern border of Canada. We are 4 hours away from Detroit. We are a half hour away from Lake Michigan. Other than that, we're 20 minutes away from everywhere. 20 minutes north is Mackinac, 20 minutes to the east is Sheboygan, 20 minutes to the south is where I used to work and live, or where I do work and live. Petoskey used to live, I do work there. But yeah, this is a little town called Pellston, Pellston. Our zip code is 49769. We have been called the icebox of the nation. Our lowest ever recorded temperature was negative 52 degrees Fahrenheit. And that was back, geez, a long time ago, way before I was around. It was pretty cold. Honestly, once it gets past 15, 20 below zero up here, it doesn't matter if it's 20 below, 40 below, 50 below. After a certain point, there's just, you don't want to go outside. That's what our family calls booger freezing weather. As soon as you step outside, everything inside your nose is frozen. It is absolutely, it gets pretty cold up here. Hello, 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 RV, how are you? Hopefully you guys sitting in India by some chance? I've had a lot of Indian schools on my casts, whatever you call these, not podcasts, YouTube, shit, I don't know. Walking and talking, live YouTube, whatever they call it now. But we're getting to the point. We're getting to the point that we're got to start running out of public property to be on. And it's probably a little past 8 o'clock, so it's about time to get the boys to start headed back. Got a plane coming over. Hey, we got a plane coming. Where is it? Oh, you can barely see it through the trees. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Shit, sorry guys. Jesus. Yeah, this is how people disappear in the woods. That is correct. There's yeah. We had a guy end up missing from here, and this is kind of a tragic story. He older gentleman. What was it? 2 or 3 years ago, summertime. He ended up disappearing. Nobody knew where he went. Last thing he knew, he went out for a walk with his dog. His dog showed up 3 days later. Still haven't found the guy. There's a pretty big swamp up here. It's called the Bear River Swamp. It's where the local big river starts. What's it called? The Maple River Swamp. Something. It's a big swamp. They took out a 600-pound black bear out of there decades ago, in the 80s, 70s. So yeah, there's a lot of bear animals that live up here in the swamps. So yeah, to say you can disappear in here is not that far. You can. We got another plane coming in. This is coming from Detroit. This is 8 o'clock. He's late. Late. Where is he? Should be going right overhead. I'm gonna fall. Okay, he's not overhead. Still. There we go. Oh yeah, Bigfoot, Sasquatch, they all like snow. The Yeti, I think is the guy you're thinking of. He loves the snow. Himalayas. Oh, there goes one big boy. Took a fall. Where's your brother? Ruckus. I don't like when they don't come back together. Ruckus? Good boy. Here he comes. So we are going to start walking back. Honestly, I got to poop. So it's going to mosey back. It'll take us a good half hour. Come on, Mac. It'll take us a half hour to walk back. They've been... God, sounds like an airplane. That could be a truck on the highway. Yeah, it's a truck on it. I think. Yeah. But yeah, people get lost in these woods all the time. We do, we keep our back door unlocked. We keep all of our doors on our house locked. But the back door in our garage we keep open with a light on. There have been times that people have lost their sleds. Back here, lost a car. And when I say lost, I mean it won't start. It doesn't work. Cars won't start. Sleds break down. ATVs break down. And it's quite a ways if you're out in the middle of here to get back to any kind of civilization. So it's a good neighborly kind of gesture to leave your back door of the garage unlocked with that light. I don't think there's any, well, there's our freezers in there, frozen food, but anybody gets lost, I'm sure are going to be knocking at the door, and that's fine. They'll wake up the dogs. We've had a couple of people that have been driven, that have driven by our house, that have moseyed past our house with their car, and then ended up their car broke down. We've had to either lend them tools to get fixed or give them a ride home. I hooking their car out to my Jeep and dragging them home. Oh God, still getting that shit. A shout out to Malik. A lot of people saying people gonna miss and they found the portal. Yeah, can I get a? Yeah, I'd love to find a portal. A portal to somewhere warm. Jesus. It's absolutely, well, it's, like I said, it's turn the proverbial corner from winter to spring. Mac! Gotta get my boys on the same line of thinking that we're going home. Hey, you're welcome, Malik. That's their black. That's the funny thing about Americans. We have a hard time pronouncing foreign names. I would say Malak. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, as you can tell, it's all still in my lungs, which is making me tired. That's all right. This is fun. Part of the good stuff about walking these guys out this far now, so they're going to be tired by the time we get home. I'll be done until, well, let's see, it's probably 8:30. We'll get home about 9. They'll fuck around until 9:30. I'll give them a little treat and give them a little something else, and they'll be in bed. They'll be asleep on the couch by 10, which will be nice. Give me a chance to get this stuff on the Jeep done. I got some. Actually, I got a lot of stock figuring out to do today. Market manipulation and all that fun. Oh my God, I tell you. Yeah, talking about my dogs. When they moved this far out, we were thinking about, we have always had a dog. I wanted to use the dog more than a pet. Like, a dog's our pet. Our dog's protection. I knew we had to get some sort of, there he is. Jesus. So when I do that, I start talking, I stop talking, and you're like, what the hell is he doing? I'm looking for my other dog. I got one over there, and I got the other one there. So they have a tendency to get lost. But yes, my dogs alert me to everything that goes on. It's a beautiful world. That is one of the reasons we have two. He will alert me to let me know, our family know, the people in our house, that you are within, I don't know, 500, 600 feet. And then got Mac, the pit bull, bull mastiff, boxer mix. Then all he has to do is put his head in the window, and you're going to turn around and you're going to run away. Because he's a big, ugly looking, just a, God, he looks like, there's a, oh, I don't know if you can go in my pictures and look. I can't put one up now, but yeah, he's got a picture of him where he is just ferocious. I love that picture of him. But he is really the softest, nicest dog I've ever had. I say that Bosco, our first dog, was my first dog, was the smartest dog I ever had. And I'm still going to say that, but this guy, he's fucking wicked smart. Nice. I say he's that smart. You don't have to really tell him very much. Again, I don't have stupid dogs. These guys have no collars on. They're out roaming free. They know not to get too far away from me, which is nice. So I don't have to really shop for them, even though I do look for them all the time. I know Ruckus, the black guy, he's sitting there. He'll never leave that far because he's got too much anxiety. He can't change hands. He can't leave that far or leave that long without kind of coming back and letting me know he's there. Oh, I absolutely love my dogs. Yeah, these guys will protect me till the day is done. That is for true, for a fact. Mac. Yeah, they are good protectors. They're good keepers of the flame. They keep the house in order. They keep the cats in line so the cats don't become too cat-like. It's fun. Mac. There he is. She's quiet. Come on, Rockaroo. Now they're just bullshitting around, so we're gonna start walking a little bit faster. Get us back home. Get us back looking at the stock market. Today is a declaration day for a lot of our stocks. Declaration day is a day that they tell me how much they're gonna pay me per share to own them. We're hoping, go into details, we have about 4, I think, that are gonna come out today. Plady, FBY, Nvidia, and I think AMZ comes out today too. But we're gonna hope that, and do some figuring. We did some quick math on the way out. Oh, excuse me. Good. Our one stock is gonna give us a $800 payday on Friday. Our other ones aren't going to be quite as much. They're going to be $50-$60. But that's all right. Over the long run, as long as everything turns out all right, we're doing good. All right, close your ears because I got a snot rocket here. Count my blow. Yeah, it's the easiest, the best way out in the middle of nowhere to get your nasals past, to get your nose clean. Jesus. Sorry. Oh, yeah, these guys are, well, they know this property pretty well. That's why they're all over the place. We walk here, God, in the summertime, we're here twice a day. We're a quarter mile that way is our house. We'll get to the path. We'll see how much of the path we can walk down because it's a little treacherous right now. Walking in the snow, like I was saying earlier, this isn't the easiest footing to be on, especially with a bad knee and another knee that's really sore. I tend to fall quite often rather than try to recover from a potential fall. I've learned a long time ago That's when you break your ass, is when you try and stop yourself from falling. So if I'm going to start falling, first thing I'm thinking of is, okay, bend my knees and fall. Softly, if possible. Because I absolutely do not need, nobody needs a new knee at 50-ish. I'm over 50. But let's see, my first knee surgery was 16 years old. The second one was 18, skiing. My senior year. My third one was, I was in the service. That blew everything apart. That was 92, 91? I think it was 91. Captain's Cup softball team. I was going into second base and I went to slide. And my the base didn't break away like they're supposed to. It's supposed to be breakaway bases. As soon as your leg hits it, the bases, they fall or they break instead of your leg breaking. My leg didn't break, my knees broke. My ACL, my MCL, meniscus, cartilage. I had a buckle handle tear of my meniscus cartilage. Whatever the hell that meant. It meant that I am in the USA, Lewis. I am in the USA, Michigan. Create a fire in the snow without a lighter. That would be interesting. There'd be plenty of ways of doing that. Matches. Actually, one of the things my wife was talking about last night was that we have not grilled in the wintertime. I always grill in the wintertime. Just so I could be that person that, yeah, I grill in the wintertime. I take pictures and people always say, it's so funny because I usually wait until the biggest snowfall of the year to do it, but I didn't. I didn't even think about it this year. I guess that makes me less of a grill person. I don't know. But yeah, we didn't grill out this year. But there's still snow on the ground, you know. We still can. The grill's still sitting on top of the shed. On top of the patio. Goodness. And they got a smell. That's one of the reasons why he's jumping through. So that means that the other guy's up here somewhere. Where's your brother? Yeah, when? One day when World War III comes? I think we're already in it there, Lewis. So, one life, yeah. I think we're already in World War III. You stop listening to, and this is, God damn it, I'm not getting political, and I'm not saying you, pointing at you need to stop listening to the media. This is a blanket for everybody, not anybody in particular. My opinion, we're already in World War III. Our dollar is worth less than 1% of what it was back in the 70s. I mean, man, our purchasing power. I work at a grocery store. I'm a butcher at a grocery store. I can't afford to buy food at that store. I have to buy our food at the gas station. And granted, it's the same delivery people. It's just a little bit cheaper at the gas station. And the sad part is, I see one guy up there. I don't see my other guy. Mac! So that was called our short, we're getting kind of mad at you shout. He's usually pretty good at coming out when it's like that. So we're just going to give him a second. There he is. Yep. So what he's doing, see him, he just came out. So he's not moving too far away from us. He's within 10 feet, 10, 20 feet of being out there. But he can see me, but I couldn't see him. That's what I like about these dogs. But yeah, I do think we are directly into World War III right now. It's just being fought in different ways. Cyber, drones, Ukraine, Russia, computer warfare, viruses. What they lose, 1.5 billion in Bitcoin over at BitWallet or someplace like that. Yeah, I think we're well into World War III. I think the media is doing a good job at crafting their story. I think that the country as a whole is being run so, how do I say this, is populist that citizens don't get the full aspect of how fucked we really are. Jesus. I mean, I could tell you, there's two very smart people that work in our department, and they've been saying for years, it's gonna get bad. This seems like '08 all over again. In 2008, the last market crash, my wife and I lost everything that we had. We kept our house. I had to trade in my car, drain our savings, drain our IRAs, drain every type of. I had a good analogy of this. It's a parody, I guess. When you go shopping, you get the grocery bags, plastic grocery bags. Well, we stuffed those on top of into the cabinets above the washer and dryer. Well, you always had grocery bags, so you had them for your garbage bags, to scoop the occasional litter, whatever. You got grocery bags. In 2008, there was times that we did not have grocery bags because we couldn't afford to go shopping. Our coffee that we made, I would run my coffee 3 times through a half cup of grounds. Day 1 on Monday, you get a fresh pot. Day 2, you get a second used pot. Day 3, you got coffee flavored water. But that's what you had to do to get through. You know, that was our depression. I'm not making light of the depression back in the 30s, 1930s for you kids. Yeah, that was a horrible time. 2008 was a horrible time too. Yes, a great reset. You and I are exactly thinking the same way. On that note, I will say that I think Trump is doing right now by taking all the extra money away, fraud, waste, and abuse. I don't have a problem with him wiping the slate clean, getting everything off the table. As long as he resets the table for the people that are getting hurt. You have to admit there are people that are being hurt by this. I see that. I understand it. But I also see the flip coin of all the waste and abuse and fraud, and everybody has their hand in the cookie jar. That needs to stop. We need to get back to fiscal responsibility, fiduciary. See, now this is the part when you get off the trail, your feet start sinking 2 or 3 inches, and that's what makes the knees hurt. Doing that. That's part of the fun. But yeah, I do think we need to reset. Everything needs to reset. I don't know how. I'm not that smart. I got full of ideas. Whoa. So we fell. So you got one dog looking at me like, what the fuck's going on? I don't know where the other guy's at, but I'm surprised they're not running down here. All right, so now that we fell, we're gonna end this video because now we're starting to get some treacherous footing. Get to hear me mowing the ground. Wow. All right. So, all that being said, we're gonna end this video because it's gonna get not any better on the way. As always, you guys have a safe day. Be well. God, I hate this stuff. This crap is in my lungs, something bad. All right, folks, have a great day. Enjoy the weather. It's going to be a beautiful day here in Michigan. Enjoy it, be humble, and be good to each other.